Have you ever watched a romantic comedy and thought, this isn't much of a love story. This is actually pretty problematic and shitty.
Or seen an action movie or a horror flick and thought, man, these people are in a pretty solid relationship. Why isn't anyone talking about this?
On this podcast, we debate whether certain films should or shouldn't be considered a romance.
Some may be a bit unorthodox, but still pretty heartfelt.
Or a classic that kind of sucks.
Welcome to
Isn't It Romantic?
Bitches.
Welcome to Isn't It Romantic?
Bitches.
That's right.
That's our start, bitches.
That's how we start.
Yeah, so Isn't It Romantic? Each week we take like a movie and decide how romantic it is, and we don't do serious films here. So no Sophie's Choice or At the Green Gables or anything like that. So I don't know what Sophie's Choice is. I don't really know what she has to decide. But I hear it's heavy.
Yeah, it's extremely. I actually don't know what Sophie's Choice is about, but it's like one of the most referenced films.
Yeah, it's when you make a tough decision.
Yeah.
It's like Sophie.
I've been able to infer through context, like the gist of like what it must mean, but
yeah, it's like a catch-22, I think.
Yeah.
But with a woman.
Yeah. So
before we get into this film this week, I wanted to backtrack to last week with Friends with Benefits.
Okay.
I realized why maybe I didn't relate to it as much. It was because the closest thing I've had with a Friends with Benefit was when I had a dream that Charlie molested me. I think that was the closest thing. I had another dream a friend from college trying to take advantage of me. So that's why if I'm in that situation, I'm not going to trust it.
Weren't you talking about that to like me and like Christine and like...
I don't know a lot of people.
Yeah, you're talking about it. I remember it was like me, Christine, and like Dom Grayer was there, and Dom was like, "Did Charlie touch you, Martin?"
Yeah. I still think it's a dream. I don't know. But it was... It's pretty scary, to be honest.
Local magician.
Yeah.
And
He was, I was just like, I don't know. So that's why maybe I wasn't as too into that film. But anyway, that's...
You just had to bring that up again. That had nothing to do with Friends with Benefits.
But it's like the closest thing I have, where it's like...
To a friend with benefits.
Yeah.
And imagined assault.
Yeah, well, it felt real to me. So I'm just saying it was...
Did you talk to Charlie about it?
Yeah, we brought it up.
What did Charlie say?
I think he apologized.
What do you say when your friend's like, hey, I had a dream that...
He laughed about it. I told him the dream, and we were like in the same room. And he was like, "There's not enough room in my bed." And then I was like, he was like,
"I couldn't have. There's not enough room."
He said goodnight, and he like kissed me up the lift. He's like, "Dude, I'm drunk." And I was like, "Okay." And then I scooted over. Then he put his hand on me. Then I felt like he was very forceful. I was like, "Man, I can't move." And then he was like, "Shit!" And I was like, I had to wake myself. It was really scary. Yeah, he was like, it's cool. And I was like, Charlie, you're holding me down.
So you should check out Charlie's podcast, the Classified Comedy Podcast.
Though. And also, I had good news about those birds I killed, those bird eggs. Someone told me, hey, those could have been Bird Hitler. So I guess I did there. I guess you're welcome.
What's Bird Hitler?
I was like, well, this bird, it's going to be like the bird equivalent of...
Who told you that?
Caitlin McDevitt.
Really?
Yeah, she makes people feel better, okay?
No, she doesn't. Not usually.
Well, in that situation...
You must have been in a really bad place.
I just killed a family, so... Yeah. But you know what? That's a good thing. You could tell, like, pro-life people, like, hey, it's the Antichrist, I gotta get rid of it. Thank you.
So
Anyway,
we watched
but hey.
Goodfellas.
But hey, if Antichrist has already been born.
And we watched Goodfellas this week.
These are good bits, though. Come on. Okay. Anyway, fine. I'm very excited about this. Watch Goodfellas. And actually, before we get into this, a lot of people don't know that before Jenny did this podcast or anything, she actually used to shine shoes. She was really good at shining shoes. Like, she can spit shine.
You're the worst person.
Spit shine Questell, You remember that, Jenny?
No.
You don't have your shine box with you?
No, I don't.
You don't? Okay, well, maybe you should go home and get your fucking shine box. Okay,
All right, Martin.
you didn't play it to them. That's the scene. You're supposed to be like, I don't shine shoes no more. And then,
I feel like this is another case of you being like, I have this great idea in my head that I'm not going to tell her about before the show. Where it's like, we're going to do this bit, Jenny, where, the shoe shine part. We're going to say, I'm going to say, Jenny, you remember when you used to shine shoes? And you're going to be like, I don't do that anymore. And it's going to be this whole thing in the pod, but you're like...
pick up on it. I think you would pick up on it when I brought up the shining shoes.
You can send me an outline.
I mean, here's the outline right here. Okay, but I don't know. It's not much of an outline.
Yeah, look, you write it in there like it's a bit I'm going to participate in that I don't know about.
Yeah, but you should know what I'm referencing.
Goodfellas intro, Jenny Shine.
Yeah, you should know what I'm referencing, okay?
I get the reference. I just didn't understand what you were...
But, okay, I've done that a bit with other people, and they got right into it.
Okay, well...
I thought you would pick
Who are the
up
other people?
my friend, Rudy Malumba.
Okay, well...
Yes, he's a real person. Okay, Rudy, if you're watching.
I have met Rudy sort of on Zoom when we did the reading.
Right. Yeah.
Don't look at me like that again when I say something.
What did I say?
We're gonna get into it later.
Okay. What do you do? How did I look at you? I can't look at you.
You're like, you fucking idiot. No, you haven't met Rudy. I have.
Okay.
It was just on Zoom.
Well, do you really meet people if it's on the Zoom?
I know who he is now.
Okay. What's his real name? Seems like you don't know Rudy that well. Seems like you don't know Chakudi Malumba. He's from the Congo. Okay, anyway, okay.
So why do you think this film is romantic, Martin?
Oh, you gotta admit,
you picked it up.
They definitely love each other. They stick together.
I really don't think they love each other. Well, I think they're together out of imagined necessity.
Okay, well,
and money.
They stick together through all of this, right? And actually, I even bring up a part distinctly that shows not that part where that he shows his love. Okay, how much he loves this girl in the next video. Was not this one, the other one. Not this one, the other one. This one, how much he loves her. This scene, okay. This is the most, last week how you're like, oh, I thought you think Justin Timberlake's a cool guy, and I didn't, but this movie, this guy is really cool. This guy is a cool guy.
Okay.
And he okay, so let's play it real quickly. What happened, Karen?
What happened? Are you all right?
Yeah.
Well, now who did what?
This guy who lives across the street from me that I've known all my life.
What?
Look, he started to touch me. He started to grab me. I told him to stop.
She's like assaulted.
I hit him back.
Here, this guy across the street assaulted her. Oh, and what now is
cool car though.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. And what does he do?
You sure you're all right? Huh? Why don't you go inside and get yourself together? Clean up.
Gone for? Oh, that's interesting.
He's a gangster.
What do you want, fucko? You want something? Huh?
It's so funny.
This is horrible.
This is so funny.
I cannot stand all the violence.
Beats the shit out of him.
I swear my fucking mother, if you touch her again, you're dead! Oh.
Guy goes, don't shoot.
Don't shoot!
And then the other dude's just like, what the fuck? You know, he's not saying anything. Dude, you do that for people you love, okay? Every guy should do this. Like, he did the right thing. Every girl should have a guy to do this, and then wait, turn it up real quickly. Instead of this.
Martin's like, every girl in me should have someone that'll do this.
Like, what did he say? Right? And then...
I know there are women like my best friends who would have gotten out of there the minute their boyfriend gave them a gun to hide. But I didn't.
Every
I
guy
gotta
should have a
admit the
girl
truth. It turned me on.
who's willing to hide a gun for them, right? It's a perfect dynamic. He did the right thing. Because, like, I don't know, if someone did that to, like, my lady, like, I'm a pretty big pussy, I'd be like, hey, sir, like...
Excuse me.
Yeah, I'll write him a really, strongly worded email. Like, hey, that was kind of...
You're writing an email. Hey, stop hitting my girl.
Yeah, that was uncalled for, sir. And I would probably tell the police, but he took care of it, and that's pretty. That's what you should do, right? Don't you think? If some guy did that to you, right?
I think you can argue though that if she hadn't been with a guy who was involved in the mob, then that wouldn't have happened.
Are you saying her neighbor groped her because her boyfriend's in the mob?
No, but I'm just saying there are a lot of, I don't know. I'm just you know what? You're right, Martin. That was hot.
I'm not saying it was hot. I'm just saying I think he did. I think he did the right thing because he loved her. He beat the shit out of that guy. And then,
I just don't think he did it because he, like, loved her. I just think he did it because he was like, I don't want another man, like, touching her. But I think it was more of that he, like, views her as, like, property.
But that guy did a fucked up thing. So he's like, I'll teach you a lesson, bitch.
Yeah, but that doesn't make him love her.
So what would you want a man to do for you if that had, like...
I wouldn't really want him to, like, beat him up, but, like, he can go, like, yell at him or something. That's fine. And if he does beat him up, like, that's fine. I'm just saying that doesn't mean that he loves her.
Well, I disagree. and this scene, Karen shows how much he means to her. This is, I don't know why this is funny to me.
This is my favorite scene.
Yeah, this is, okay, play it.
Yeah.
Hello? This is Karen Hill. I want to talk to you. Hello? Hello? Don't hang up on me.
I want to talk to you. You keep away from my husband. You hear me? Hello? Open the door.
Answer me!
It gets better.
I'm going to tell everyone who walks in this building that in 2R Rossi, you are nothing but a whore. Is this the superintendent? Yes, I want you to know, sir, that you have a whore living in 2R. Rossi, Janice Rossi, do you hear me?
He's my husband. Get your own goddamn man.
He loves him that much. Okay? I wonder how the superintendent felt, right?
I think this is a classic example of a toxic relationship, Martin. This is a very toxic relationship.
I talked to Charlie before I did this, and he feels like we should not say the words toxic or problematic. So let's try to
like try and get through the whole podcast without saying that.
Yeah, let's try because it's a very like New Jersey relationship, but
I feel like that's a more offensive way to put it.
Although,
Martin's like, all those people from New Jersey, they're unstable and cheating relationships.
Yeah, that was that cesspool we call Newark, but no, she loves him, right? And I went out I don't know, I'm just saying. And I went out the superintendent felt like, really? Really? Like,
yeah, imagine being the superintendent of the building being like, I see there's a whore in this building.
yeah, I'm here for that whore problem. It's like an exterminator.
So what do you think is the most appropriate way to behave if you find out your husband has been cheating?
Well,
and you know who it is. You know who it is.
I don't know. Oh, I wasn't in a similar situation. I was not, but I did not do this though. I was in a situation. There's this girl I like to lie. She had a boyfriend, and they started camping, and she cheated on him all through summer, right? Then when I went back home, I remember I talked to my friends. I was like, I should tell her boyfriend, and then everyone was like, no, you shouldn't, and I didn't. But it's just the moral part of me was like, this is bad. I don't. Your
moral part of you was like, it's really bad that she's cheating on him and not with me.
Yeah, she did sleep with everyone except me. But that's not the point. That's not the point of the story.
Martin's like, what the fuck? So
no, I wouldn't have done it because I have morals.
Let's be honest with each other and ourselves.
No, you don't have to. I don't want to say I passed on a lot of pussy, so let me tell you, there's a lot of things I could have done, I think. I was just like, I don't feel comfortable. but that was young Martin. Now this Martin's like, hey, I'll smash anything. I'm not looking for any details. Just get in.
Oh no!
Is that the right thing to say? Why would you do that? Would you call the superintendent?
I did find out my boyfriend.
Janky?
Yeah, Janky cheated on me.
Janky cheated on her with an underage girl.
Janky cheated on me a couple of times.
Oh, okay. Once with an underage
and
girl.
I did like call a meeting with her and him. Yeah.
Oh, well.
At Starbucks.
Both of you guys. Like, he was there and she was there.
Yeah, but they didn't know the other one was going to be there. Why anyone agreed to this meeting, I don't know.
Sneaky.
But, yeah. And then I was like, I want to know what really happened, y'all.
It sounds like a movie almost.
Yeah, no.
What happened? Where he was just like, I guess we're over. See you later, Jenny. I'm gonna be with this girl now.
No. He was like, please forgive me. Yeah, he was a real baby about it.
How did that girl feel though? She was like, what am I? Chopped up her. I thought we had something.
Yeah, she probably didn't feel good, but
she like stormed out.
I don't think any of us felt very good.
But then you stayed together for like another 2.5 years.
No, we didn't
I'm
stay
joking.
together that long. Yeah.
Another year, I don't know. But you know what? This is gonna sound great.
It's CHANKEY.
I tried to look for his music before. I don't know. Is that him? Is it that guy? We tried to look for.
He's on SoundCloud.
Yeah, you can find him.
I don't know if he's done any mixes in like years though.
But this might sound like a crazy theory I have. Why Henry cheated on the love of his wife?
We're like, Karen wasn't supportive enough.
He wasn't supportive. It's just like, I think it's just because she, didn't do coke with him. So then this leads to him cheating on her. And then when the cop showed up, she doesn't know anything about coke. So she flushed it all down the toilet. He goes to jail. He has a big dent on his head. So then they had to go to witness protection. And that's all because she wouldn't do cocaine with him. So the relationship would have been better if they did cocaine. That's
I mean, the reason why she flushed the coke wasn't because like she wouldn't do cocaine with it.
Yeah, but she didn't know what to do. She was like, she didn't know that it was worth so much. And she's like, oh, I gotta get rid of it.
She knew it was worth money. She was just scared that the.
Well, I mean, according to Henry, she shouldn't have done it. And that one part anyway. That's the. I like the helicopters.
Oh yeah, that was such a crazy amount of coke in that scene.
Yeah, they knew it. I don't have to show it. It's okay, but I'm just saying. I don't know. They could have had a stronger foundation if they did coke together.
I think they would have like beat each other up more if they did coke together.
I don't think there was.
Coke is a very angry drug.
I don't think there was any really physical like confrontation. He doesn't ever hit her. Maybe once.
Yeah,
right?
He does. He absolutely hits her.
No, maybe once. If that we see.
Or like he gets violent with her because like remember when he is like because she pulls the gun. They both get violent with each other because she pulls the gun. No,
she puts the gun to his face. Yeah, she does hit her. But other times he just hits like a lamp or something.
Yeah, but that's like intimidation. That's violence.
But it's not hitting anyone. Okay. Actually, you know
Martin's
what?
like, it's fine.
You know what? No, actually,
He's a cool guy.
He is a cool guy. Actually, I have learned the life lessons from Goodfellas. Like the one lesson at the beginning when he says, everyone in life takes a beating. I think about that all the time.
Oh, yeah, when he's getting the shit beat out of him by his
From
dad.
his father, yeah. That was an intense scene, too. He was like, you want to grow up to be a bum? And then his mom's crying. Like, I never got beat as a kid. That would, make me more straight-laced. I don't know. But
Yeah.
anyway, in life, everyone takes...
Might have done you a little good, though.
Yeah, that's why I meant. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, in life, everyone takes a beating. So that's what I say after I hit a woman. And then I'm like, hey, we got company coming over.
I know you wanted to watch this for the podcast, but I can't believe that upon a rewatch, you would say that it's a romantic movie.
They love each other.
There is no romance in this movie at all.
There's like 2 sex scenes. That part at that one part, which is like she was like, I get a little bit of money, and he has it like in his pants.
Oh, yeah, when she's like, can I get this much? And she does this, how much like the stack of bills would be.
And she's like, you see her like on her knees there, and he's like,
the blowjob.
Yeah. He's like, actually, there's another blowjob scene in there. Oh, I don't know if you saw it though. Actually, look how Goodfellas jail blowjob when he's in jail. Like, would you?
Martin's like, if you could Google blowjob, please, and pull that up.
Goodfellas blowjob. Yeah, there's a scene where she visits him in jail. You see a guy getting a blowjob. I don't know if you. Oh, there's the scene we're talking about. The money. This is like, okay, maybe you can't, but there's another blowjob scene in it. I guess it might be hard to find, but anyway. I don't know. It's a cool movie, right? Like, it's fun.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I enjoyed like the music and stuff. Like,
I was gonna say it has one of the most, I think, best use of music. Graham, go to not there. No, that's my own song. I put it. Not there.
with Carole King.
Keep going. There. This is the best. This use of music is really good. It's probably one, I think, best. And yeah, you start it. So, well, there's that pink Cadillac. It's like, what are here? Let's hear. The music hits. The piano that's the best part of that song, Layla. I mean, then you have 2 people who also loved each other and died together.
Yeah.
But yeah, this use of the piano is really good.
Can you imagine finding a car with like 2 people shot like that as a little kid?
Yeah, well,
Jimmy was cutting
or
every
finding
link
people
between
in
himself
the
and robbery.
garbage.
Nothing to do with me.
Or the freezer. Remember when the guy's in the freezer?
Oh, yeah, he's frozen to death. But you know what? They had to get rid of all traces of that heist. So
Yeah.
I gave Jimmy the tip.
I don't know.
he
And
gave
think
us
about it.
Christmas.
Everyone in this movie like doesn't have a loved one, but Henry does, and he doesn't die. Like De Niro's in jail, Joe Pesci gets killed, and it's all.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've heard anecdotally, it seems like the mob is usually pretty good about like not going after like your like wife and your kids.
Well, they still went to witness protection, so.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But yeah, did you relate to any of these things? Because there's some things I related to.
What did you relate to? I did not relate to much.
The part when he takes her like in the back of the club. That's how I feel when I bring a girl to a comedy show. I'm like, oh, go from the back here. Hey, what's up? I got you that good seat. I think we actually have that here.
I'll show you how the bacon gets made.
Yeah, this is not there. Oh yeah, there it is. But wait, no, go. Yeah, wait. It's a steady cam shot. He takes her in the back.
What are you doing?
It's like, I'm the man, right? He takes her. Oh, it's a Copacabana. Oh shit.
At the Copa.
I can't take you to the Copacabana, but you want to go to the Big Hunt, right? I can show you how to go in the back of the big. It's not as big as this, but yeah, if you go into that back stairs, and then
Yeah, no, I love the music.
Is how you really impress her. So yeah, well, the guy did this. Wouldn't that be so cool? The guy,
This would be cool. That's how you get sucked into a life of crime.
I mean, he said construction, he said, so. Yeah, every time, you guys. So
That's how I am at the Kennedy Center.
Yeah, see, you have your own moment, right? Well, that's how you were. Now, I guess you can't give us that VIP life anymore. Okay, then, you probably stopped in here, Graham. Okay, that, and there's another video with that, I think, coincides with it. I guess maybe there it is, just to be introducing her to all my comedian friends.
Frankie Carbone.
Charlie Ross.
Yeah, he's trying.
There's Ross Benoit.
Fat Andy.
And
his guys, Frankie the Wop.
Can't think of any more people.
This is Winston.
And then
This is Sandy.
Yeah, Sandy. That's Jack. The killer.
Nicky
Eyes, some guy.
This is Christine O'Day.
Francesi.
That's Lafayette.
And Jimmy Two Times, who got that nickname because he said everything twice, like.
Get the papers, get the video. My favorite name is like Jimmy the Wop. Like, jeez. It's like, here's Jimmy, the greasy Italian piece of shit, right? Like, damn. Oh yeah, that's the whole screen grab. But yeah, so that's how I
It's you just walking in.
Yeah, it's like, hey, that's
It would be
that's
just
Mike Kurtz. That's
yeah, it would be just as bad bringing a girl and introducing her to all your comedians.
That's
You could introduce her to me. I would be nice.
You don't think there's people would be nice?
I think they'd be fine, but
I think most people know how to interact with people. Probably not me. I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah, I think comedians just sometimes are very like focused on what they're gonna do next.
I guess that's true.
If you brought her to like a show or something, I don't know.
Yeah, and there's comedy in those though. You see that scene with Hannah Youngman? Like,
but I do think we would all be really excited for you if you brought like a girl in, and you all would have told everyone. I think and there would have been a group chat with like 20 people where Martin would be like, all right, I'm about to come in.
Is that what happened?
Be cool with the girl. Be cool.
Yeah,
everyone.
whenever I bring a girl around, I think everyone in my life is excited for
Well, Martin would be like, do you want to see how like a podcast is recorded?
Yeah,
and then like bring her over here.
No, bring her here isn't on the podcast.
Yeah,
but, hey, you want to check out
here,
you want to check out the house?
Like it's like when you're recording like a rap album or something.
No, I was gonna say I would have her check out this house, but yeah, I crash here sometimes. Like Graham, I gotta live here most of the time. Graham's pretty chill about it.
Like I'm always over here. It's pretty cool.
I basically live here.
Yeah,
so,
it's pretty cool. Not gonna lie,
Yeah, it's just whatever, no big deal. Yeah. So I have connections to impress people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, this is my producer, Graham.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. I let him do his thing here.
Yeah, he's working, so sit down there.
He's probably he's got and he brings his girlfriend with him because I like to make him happy. He's working so hard. He's working so hard. But
you'd be absolutely insufferable. We'd all be happy for you, though.
I think. Everyone would be very happy. Even my mom would be happy.
Mom would be really happy.
Everyone would be very excited for me. But you know what? That's her forever, baby. I'm just like Tommy. Just like his mom was like, yeah, you found a nice girl. Yeah, I found a nice girl every night. Settle down. I settle down every night. I was like, hell yeah, this guy's cool.
I feel like the second Martin had a girl too, he'd be all like, yeah, women are nothing but trouble, you know.
Oh, I suddenly become Jamal once I get a woman.
No, because before all Jamal complained about was being single, and then now all he complains about is his girlfriend.
Yeah, but he still hated women before that, so his ass. And
I ran into him at the grocery store the other day.
Nice.
Yeah, in the produce section.
Was he? Oh, actually, I've heard he's a really good cook, like legitimately.
Yeah, he went to culinary school.
Yeah, he actually can cook. Like I've seen pictures. Like it's very good presentation. But anyway, I'm making a shepherd's pie tomorrow morning, so in my crock pot.
Thanks for the warning.
Well, no, I'm really excited about it. Okay.
What are you making it for?
I'm just to make it in my crock pot.
Oh, I wasn't sure if you're having like a little roommate gathering or something.
No, I just need to eat food. Speaking of food, there's a lot of food in this movie.
What?
In the movie. It's
I thought you said in the smoothie at first. And I was like, you haven't offered me a smoothie, Martin.
No, I mean, there's food in the beer. They blended it together.
Yeah, no, I was very like watching the movie. I was very like, I need to have some good Italian food.
Yeah, like this one scene. Not there. That scene. No, see, they're in jail. Look how good this jail is. Like, see, I learned another lesson in Goodfellas.
Dinner was always a big thing.
Nobody goes to jail unless they want to.
And then we had a meat or fish.
I want to be in jail with these guys. They have lobsters. This guy's bringing lobsters.
He used a razor, and he used to slice it so thin that it used to liquefy in the pan with just
like
a little
legit.
oil.
These guys are like from Italy.
Vinny was in charge of the tomato sauce.
It's like an all-day tomato sauce.
Yeah, it looks so good.
So yeah, so jail isn't that bad.
But you gotta have the that's the flavor.
With these guys, these are like cool guys.
It was still a very good sauce.
Vinny, don't put too many onions in the sauce.
I didn't put too much onions, Paul.
I
Small onions,
hate
that's all I did.
there's onions
How
in
many cans
it.
of tomatoes you put in there? I put 2 cans, 2 big cans. You don't need 3 onions.
Johnny
Yeah,
Dio
look how
did
you
the
cook
meat.
that steak.
We didn't have a broiler, so
Yeah, it's on the coffee. So anyway, and there's that other scene where like he has to say goodbye to Paulie, and Paulie's just cooking these big ass sausages.
Oh yeah.
Or the whole scene where he's on his big Coke binge. He was like, keep stirring the sauce.
Oh yeah, no, that was great. And then I was like, yeah, it would be crazy to cook on Coke. Like,
Yeah, he did. Yeah, but he had them big up the ball.
you'd be really into it all night long.
It looks like they had a good dinner. So I never had a big ass dinner like that though. I bet they have like seltzer water and stuff. So it's like that's like an Italian thing. Yeah, you have like what? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, what? I'm not. Okay.
Water with gas.
Anyway, but yeah, I don't know. They love each other, and all those other wives love their husband too. Remember, she met with those other wives.
Oh yeah, she really kind of shades them.
They spit on their own floor.
Yeah, well, and she's like, they all have like bad skin and like whatever. When she's talking about them.
Well, but they all stay with their husbands,
So they love them.
Yeah, that's why you stay together.
And it's a romance.
You stay together.
Stay together.
You stay together because you love people. So yeah, my parents never been divorced, so I'm assuming they love each other. That's how they have been never divorced. Yeah. So I'm sure they love each other. That's what that means.
Yeah.
Right?
We don't need to delve into that, but
this scene,
I don't really want to uncover anything there.
No, why? No, there's nothing to uncover. What do you think? You think I was gonna say?
Oh, I don't know. We don't need to get into your parents' marriage. You're like, they're great and they love each other. They've been together forever.
Yeah. What more do you need? Don't talk about.
Really, don't talk about my mom.
Don't talk about their union in that way, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And
No, your mom is clearly a godly woman. She goes to mass every day.
not every day, but
Martin's like, I caught her slipping a few times.
no, sorry, Jenny, she has a job. She can't make it a mass, because she got to make the money, So,
Martin's like a good woman. She's got to make the money, then make the dinner.
Yeah, well, no, Keith has a job too. We're a pretty progressive family, but both genders.
Does your mom do all the cooking though?
Usually, but sometimes sometimes my dad would do something special. But yeah, it's usually. But she wants to do the cooking, I think. She's dude.
Martin's like, I've never asked her, but she does.
My mom's very organized. What she used to do, she'd make like a table on a document, and like for the whole month, and each day would tell you what was for dinner because she got annoyed of us always asking. So that, and what I would do was I would go on the document and change stuff up. So like instead of like chicken pot pie, it was like chicken poop pie, and like hot dogs was like hot dog. All this shit related stuff.
Women need to be valued more in society.
Then I would print it.
Awful.
I would print it off and put it on the kitchen.
She appreciated it.
I thought it was a good bit to me. It was usually, sometimes it wasn't even creative. Sometimes it was just like poop. Like it was like doo-doo for dinner.
My favorite was when we were recording the podcast over Zoom early in the pandemic when
my mom walked in.
Yeah, your mom was like, Martin, you're being too loud. You're like, sorry, mommy.
Yeah, I didn't say it like that.
Sorry, mommy.
Yeah, whatever. I didn't say sorry, mommy. Yeah, I probably said. That's why I had to look and be like, hey, I'm doing this now. Don't open the door. Come on. No, leave me alone, guys. I'm doing something real.
Oh yeah, it's hard being back in your parents' house. Yeah, I felt horrible for their little small children.
No, I mean, in real life, those kids wrote some book about growing up with mom.
You're like, oh, they got a book deal.
Yeah, they have money from. Oh, look, everyone's benefiting from their life.
One of my good friends at work, she went to the like high school she went to in Staten Island. It was like a private Catholic school, but it happened to be the school that a lot of the mafia members would send their kids to. And she said that like one time one of the like prominent members of the mafia was like arrested, and so there were like all these like cameras and everything like at the school. Nice. And yeah, and she said there is like, you know, like a father-daughter like dance at her school, and she was like
dance ever.
Yeah, and she said that like when she went with her dad, she said like there are a couple of people her dad was just like,
yeah, I don't want to be around this
like,
guy.
And he was like, don't fuck around with their like
don't talk to their son, please.
It was an all-girl school. Okay, but he was like, yeah, don't
hook up
fuck
with
around.
it. Yeah.
But yeah, no, one of her good friends growing up was like, her father was like in the mob, and she said she mentioned it just like jokingly at like one point when they were like 12, like, oh well, like, you know what your dad does, and she said her friend like fucking like grabbed her and was like, if you ever speak about my family again, like,
yeah, there are no family in the mob. Yeah, they all love each other.
Yeah. Martin's like, yeah, it's so beautiful.
Yeah,
like,
no, it's funny. It's funny.
Like, these relationships are just.
I just been watching The Sopranos, and the same thing's happening to his kids. Like, Daddy, what do you actually do? And he was like, you know, I'm in waste management, and yeah, I do some illegal gambling, and you know, but he protects his kids.
Oh no, one of my friends in college, his dad is like for sure in the Russian mob.
Nice.
Yeah, like for sure.
Yeah, my friend thinks his dad's in the mob because his dad will always leave at obscure hours, like at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and then come back and be with like weird people. So
my friend from college, his dad's like for sure in the Russian. Like if you look at him, you're like, oh yeah, that dude's in the mob, and like they have this like beautiful house like in New Jersey, but he is like, he can't explain what his dad does for work. He's just like, oh yeah, he's like in real estate. I don't really know what he does. And we're like, yeah, because he's
there. A lot of us don't know what our dad did for a long time.
Yeah, but if you like, he's like, oh, his like real estate company is called this, but like if you
Google it, you won't find
it's like
it.
Not, it has an address, but it's like
and
not
it's like,
anything.
It's a broken down building.
Yeah,
but it's it. You know what? I don't judge people what they do for work. It's your job. Does not define you. So
Martin's just like, I think it's beautiful, the ingenuity of like, you know, the American dream. And
that's what this country's about. Coming up from because back when, I mean, people immigrated here, even now, they get no respect. They had to do what they could to make a living, to get respect. And, you know, maybe some people, you know, it might have been like a mom thing, if you want to call it that. It's like whatever he says in the movie. It's like police for criminals, you know, because you can't go to,
yeah. And Martin's like, and I just think it's so beautiful how they all fall in love.
So this scene I like. I've never acted like on a date like this, but this is basically, you can tell when I don't want to be somewhere, because I definitely act just like him. If I don't want to be somewhere, I'm definitely showing no interest. I think I've done this before, just in like
I couldn't wait to
casual places I don't want to be at.
They were eating dinner. When they were having coffee, I was asking for a check. I had business.
Have some coffee, it'll wake you up. What do you call it?
Joe, come have the check.
What are you doing?
Has the guy ever done that to you?
What?
I got that
Like
thing.
in order to, like, what am I here?
Wait a couple of minutes.
I mean, yeah.
Really?
Not like on a date, but
Oh,
I've been on like bad dates.
This is like a date. I'm just saying, I think I've acted this way before when I don't want to be somewhere.
Do you?
Yeah, when we went berry picking, that was how you were.
That wasn't berry. That was apple. That was apple picking. Okay, berry picking.
Oh yeah, no, that was apple picking.
Yeah,
You're right.
I was in a bad headspace.
Yeah, you were not in a good headspace.
Yeah.
Pushing me into the car and then pulling me out was ridiculous.
Yeah, that was me.
Martin's like, isn't it cool?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I've acted like this.
Tommy made us promise to meet them again.
I'm just saying. I've acted like that where I don't want to be somewhere. I think it's very visible. But actually, no. The coolest part is along the clothes thing. It's when they were out all night. And then her mother-in-law was like, complain. So he comes up to the front door at like 6 a.m. And she yells at him, and he just says, "I don't need this," and turns around and walks away. That's so badass. I was like, this guy's cool. Like, how many times, like, your mom's be yelling at you, and just be like, you know what? I don't need this, everyone. I'm going to leave this place. And, right?
Yeah, I mean, it is powerful whenever you stand up to an adult in your life.
Yeah. Yeah, his mother-in-law, right? All right.
Martin's like, fucking mother-in-laws. It's like, Martin, what?
Did you know originally Mother's Day wasn't passed because they thought if we had Mother's Day, they were going to have Mother-in-law's Day. So they didn't pass it at first because they didn't want Mother-in-law's Day.
I read some article about like what a shitty holiday like Mother's Day is because it's like some people have like lost mothers, or like some people have really shitty mothers, and I was like, okay, but like, so we just have no celebrations now.
Well, yeah, no, it's like in the memory of your mother or someone you consider your mother.
I was like, I mean,
I consider.
Yeah.
I have this.
Really, and it was also saying like, yeah, we shouldn't even have this holiday because like the U.S. like treats mothers so terribly, and I was like, so we take away a celebration too. Like I was like, this doesn't. I get what you're saying that like we should treat mothers better every day, but also
I call her sometimes,
That's good. Yeah. What did you do for your mom for Mother's Day?
Well, I wasn't in town. I was out of town, but I did.
I had a gig.
I did have a gig. Yeah. Hey, I don't want to brag. I was in Ohio, but no, I sent her something. I got her a gift. my mom's a big bike rider, so I got her this.
I didn't know that about your mom. That's so cool.
Yeah, she rides her bike a lot, and she's really into it.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it's like this basket. You can put it out in front of your bike, but it's like a thermal. It's got like a lunchbox looking thing.
Cool.
Yeah, and then
That's so thoughtful, Martin.
Yeah, and then I got her some earrings. I definitely. Why do you? Sorry. I definitely buy my mom jewelry a lot because I have pretty good taste, I think. I think I've got her some pretty good earrings earlier.
What do you look for when you're picking out earrings?
I need something unique. Actually, this one here is pretty cool. I like to go. There's two places I like to go look for. That's my mom and me.
That's so sweet.
There's another picture I posted.
I love her sweatshirt.
Oh yeah, it says blessings. What is it? Prayers go up, blessings come down.
Look at your nasty goatee.
No, I was doing a soul patch. Okay, that was like a year ago.
Soul patch.
Okay, I was in a different place. That's when she was on my podcast. Like go back to my main page. You can see a younger picture of me and my mother. If you go back. Or anyway, but actually, what my mom told me when, where is it? Go down. Oh, maybe I didn't post it on Facebook. I'm sorry. Whoops. Okay, maybe it's my bad. Is it? Wait, I thought, okay. Well, whatever. No, my mom said when she was on my podcast, she was like, yeah, my mom likes that picture of me. Okay, but she told me all she ever wanted to be in life was a mom. So I was like, I'm so sorry, I ruined your dream.
I know she's proud of you.
Yeah, sure, yeah. No, I'm joking.
She's definitely proud of you.
I don't know how to... Oh, that's my high school senior photo. That's when I was graduating in high school. That's how
my God.
It's kind of what you expect. But you know what? My mom made that her background when she taught students for like years. And they all thought it was a goofy picture. My mom didn't. Oh, that's a rough picture.
Was that like after you were a summer camp counselor?
No, I was like 16 in that photo. That was our big 1-year anniversary.
Martin's like, you know what? I'm cool now. I have this podcast with Charlie. I'm gonna make the dick sucking motion with my hand. It's gonna be really cool.
Yeah,
this is pre-molestation.
Yeah. Then if you do the picture before it, they put me on this flyer on a community college because they took a picture of us and I just looked like a dweeb. And I was on their student services flyer for a couple of years. I was like, duh. Yeah, I went to community college first because I don't get good grades. But that used to be my driver's license. That used to be my picture on my driver's license. You know what, dude? Even Charlie has said this. Like every picture of me, I just look like a total dork. I don't take good pictures.
But now you look like you could be running a startup.
Maybe.
You're all clean cut with your new glasses.
Yeah, I don't look like a guy who's gonna. That guy looks like he'll molest you in your church.
Martin, you've had such a complete glow up.
You think so?
I'm so proud of you.
Well,
yeah, you have.
This is a new shirt.
I know, and it looks so good.
I think it's kind of big. I think it's kind of big.
No, I think it looks good.
Okay, well. Click on, wait, there's a good picture. Wait, never mind, you should keep going down. I think I got that wrong. Okay, the one to the right, me in the blue, they made my picture into a poster at school. And it's like, the more you read, the more you know, the more you learn. And it looks like I'm really saying it. It looks like, duh.
You look possessed.
Looks like I'm really into reading, right? My mom had that.
Martin's like, meanwhile, I never cracked open a book.
I read. You don't think I read, but I read. So I read. I just finished. I have every issue of the Amazing Spider-Man since 2010. So. Yeah. Wait, what did you do for your mom then?
Oh, I sent her some flowers.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, that's fucking it.
Oh, you sent her a card?
Yeah.
Okay. My dad hits me up. He's like, hey, I got a Mother's Day card. Do you want me to put your name on it? And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But my mom knows he got it, though. But anyway, that's just get her flowers. You weren't like, hey, here's a bracelet. Here's.
She doesn't really wear jewelry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Well, like one time I got her all that. She's really into like honeybees and beekeeping and stuff. So sometimes I
bees.
No, but like you can like adopt you can like rent a hive and stuff.
Yeah, I've done stuff. Well, not a hive, but stuff.
You can like rent a hive and stuff and like
Did she beekeep before? Did she go beekeep?
I think they're going to get some. Yeah.
I mean, did she go to an actual place? Yeah, she did all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wasn't scared.
And I got her because she was before COVID. She was a member. I've gotten her stuff before. She's a member of the North Carolina Fossil Society, so she goes on like expeditions.
So like uncover.
Oh yeah, she's like really into it. No, like my dad like flipped out one time because he was like, "You spent $500 on a pickaxe? Like, what do you need that for?"
Like dinosaurs.
My mom was like, "I'm going to a quarry this weekend." Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds.
Yeah, she's a member of the North Carolina Fossil Club.
So it's like looking at bones and artifacts.
Yeah, they go on like different. There was a photo of her on this website at one point, like scaling a rock wall. I don't know if it's still up there.
How did she get into the fossil life? She's
just been like really into it. She like where we go to the beach, you can find a lot of stuff.
She do like the metal detector at the beach.
No.
That's cool.
Yeah. But since like COVID started, they haven't really been like doing.
She found a dinosaur or something cool. Or...
She's found some cool stuff. My aunt does it with her, and my aunt found a megalodon tooth.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a dinosaur, right?
No, it's a big shark.
Oh, a big shark. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. It sounds like a dinosaur.
Martin's immediately defensive.
No, what my friend told me today, though, he said, I think I...
Yeah, see how big it is?
Damn. She found that huge... Is that your aunt?
No, she found one of the teeth, though.
Damn, those big-ass teeth.
Yeah.
Well, hey, the point is, we love our moms, right?
Yeah. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh, damn. That is big. Well, my mom is on the board of the Yorktown History Association.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
She's on that.
I love that.
Yeah, because well, she's a history professor. I don't know if that's the actual name for it, but it's something. Yeah, the historical. Oh, that's one in New York, I think. This is Yorktown, Virginia.
Where does your mom teach?
She teaches at Christopher Newport University and at the community college. So yeah, she's an adjunct. But I think they don't give. Oh yeah, it's part of the historical committee. Or it might be society, but it's York County in Virginia. So I don't know. Maybe her name is on there. You see a Phillips with those names. Bacon. Are those names though? So I don't know if it's committee. I think it's the society. So I don't think you'll find her there. But anyway.
That's cool.
Yeah, she's like active in the church and stuff. So she'd be gardening and.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking maybe like I should just like move to a small town, get involved in the local historical society. Gardening club.
Yeah, did my mom inspire you? Or?
Oh, I was just like, I don't know about this whole like city life. I say this as I've just accepted a new job that will keep me in DC.
Your lease doesn't end like another year or so.
Oh yeah, my lease doesn't end. I'm like,
like a year.
I don't know about this big city life.
Well, you have a year to think about it, I guess. But I guess you're working in nature now. Kinda. Well,
yeah, no, I'll get to they'll send me to some of the parks soon.
Nice. So you get to travel for work?
Yeah, I know They do like a annual meeting in like Yosemite and stuff.
I've been to Yosemite. I've been to
Yeah.
that one. The
Cool.
half dome. I like full dome. Hopefully you'll think, if you go, hopefully you'll think of that joke.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Yosemite, it's in California. If you don't
It's
know.
like, Yosemite, it's in California.
You don't know.
Really, yeah, I know.
But yeah, cool, everyone. But I have. It looks like there was a crash there. Wait, you just do marketing for them? You're just like on their website, or?
I'm the job I got is the manager of direct response. So I'm managing their direct marketing campaigns. So the campaigns I'm managing are mostly like the mailed pieces.
Okay.
But like I work on the same team as like the digital. So we'll be working together.
Could you use my bit about it, or would they not take kindly into that? When I'm like, yeah, I handicap, you'll get it for free, but it's not like it's accessible. Am I right?
I would say absolutely not, but I've also seen what has worked and been successful, so I'm not going to say never.
That bit actually is very good on TikTok and stuff. People
really blowing up.
People liked it. I think it had a good response, but. Again this week I have go to the first song, Graham. I have the Martin movie scenes used in music, and this one really I think is fitting for the Goodfellas. Don't start. So here's the scene of this movie that we haven't written yet, but it's like we meet each other for the summer. We both have these different lives outside where we meet, like Yosemite or something. Like, we have, I don't know, maybe we have a significant other or something. But anyway, the summer's ending and we have to, no, start yet. I just not move my hand.
You need to stop looking at people and cueing them.
I'm sorry.
And then be like, no, stop. Because you're like, and you basically go, and yes. And then you're like, stop. And I'm like, Martin, you need to learn how to cue.
I'm sorry that I yell at you. I'm sorry that I yell at you. I'm sorry that I yell at everyone. Okay. No, I'm sorry. I can't express myself better. But, okay. Anyway, where were we? Okay, we're together for the summer. It's over. And now we have to go. We live across country, It's not going to work yet. So here's the scene. It's our last meeting, right? Okay. Now. So then I'm like, summer's over. Because we have to go. And she was like, oh, well, it's not that bad. We can keep in touch, And I'm like, yeah, but it won't be the same, and there's nothing we can do. Like, we have to go, I guess. She goes, or maybe. Then she gives me a look. And then we're riding down the street, holding hands, and she jumps in the driver's seat. I'm in the passenger seat. She backs up. We go down the highway, run away from life together.
My favorite part of this is that Martin's like, she's in the driver's seat and I'm in the passenger seat.
It was her idea. It was her idea to go. And we're going down the road. Right? It's running away from life together. So that's about what I had. The other one's a bit sad. This one's a bit more. This is more like a sad scene. This isn't really the Martin movie. This is like the Martin high school TV show.
I was gonna say the Martin short film.
Yeah, this is this guy. He may be me. There's like the homecoming dance, right? Yeah. And he brings a super popular hot chick, and he's like, "Yo, she's into me. This is great." And this other friend heard her talking about how she's only doing this to be nice and everything. And she tells him, he was like, "Dude, come on, be real though. I heard her talking. She's not into you after this. nothing, like this isn't real, dude. Come on, look, think about it, man. So
the guy in this is Charlie. It's like, come on, be real, man.
That is something Charlie would tell me, actually. Charlie would definitely stick me down to reality. So the guy is thinking about it, and he was like, damn, is it true? So this song, this us driving her back home, right? Yeah, okay, start. Okay, we're I guess there's an intro, but we're driving back. We get in the car, we're driving back home. And, like the guy, he doesn't know what to say. It's really awkward. He has so much to say, he just can't.
Are you in the passenger seat?
The male character is driving. Okay, we're driving, and it's like good dance, right? Good times, and she's not really being very responsive. She was like, yeah. And I'm just driving, and then we keep going, we get to her house.
She jumps out.
Well, not yet. Well, I was like, yeah, we do this, together. I guess we see each other again. She's like, yeah,
Aaron's like, well, maybe we could go to the sock hop next week together.
She's like, yeah, I'll see you in algebra.
Yeah.
Then I'm here waiting, maybe for stuff to happen, move, maybe for a hug or something. And she just gets out the car and closes it. And then I'm alone in the car. It's in my defeat. Then it pans, it shots just the car driving back home. Then it fades to black, and it's like executive producer Brian Phillips. So it's more of a sad thing. But I do like Carol King a lot. I like Carol King a lot. I went to Beautiful.
You did?
Yeah.
I went to Beautiful. I actually went to Beautiful with my mom for Mother's Day a couple years ago.
Well, I saw that at the National Theater. Yeah. It was better than I thought it was going to be.
Did you go with your mom?
Nope, I went by myself.
You did?
Yeah. It was I don't know. I guess I could hit her up and ask if she wanted to come up here.
Martin, we can go to musicals together when theaters open up.
We're supposed to have this massage together, and we haven't done yet.
No, we can.
I heard that. I found out today there's CBD massages.
Really?
Yeah, they might be expensive.
It might be expensive.
It's like 120.
Martin's like, ooh, I might be bad and get it anyway.
It's like 125 for a CBD massage. The stuff you were talking about. I don't know, but okay. I guess this is how this podcast is, where we probably don't talk too much about the actual movie, but it is well. I think we really hit some good points. I think we hit everything in my outline. Not really a comedian on there. He was like, "Take my wife, please."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Classic.
This is him if he was suicidal. Take my life, please. Really good bit. Oh, I should do that on stage. Okay. But
I think sometimes your dark humor is funny, and then sometimes we're like,
I don't know. It's never too bad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw this thing of 48 hours. This girl she basically was texting this guy to kill himself, and then she went to she went to there was this whole case about it.
Is this it was like in New York?
Something like that. But yeah, this guy is suicidal, whatever.
It was like a high schooler?
Yeah, she would text him. But then she only did it for like clout. She did it so people would be like, because she was like, oh, my boyfriend's suicidal, look at these text messages. And then she was like, oh, he's dead now. And everyone like felt bad for her and thought she was cool. But then there was a whole trial. She only got like 15 months or something. But then she never saw any of it because there was like an appeal. But anyway, the point is, that's why you don't leave like a paper trail when you tell people to go. Okay.
No. No.
I'm saying that's just a joke around our apartment. I was like, you kill yourself, Sandy, if I don't mean it. So if I tell you to, I have never text you to kill yourself. So we should cut all this out. Actually, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry I went down, but. Okay, I don't know. Well, I'm happy we got to do this. Yeah.
What movie do you want to watch next?
I don't know yet. I haven't really thought about it.
What were we emailed?
True Romance. Shout out to Colin.
Cool.
Yeah, I've never seen it. It's terrible. Well, he wrote it. He didn't direct it. So yeah, we call it True Romance. Yeah. It has romance in the title.
That probably means it's not going to be romantic at all.
Goodfellas has good in the title, and it's good. If that works. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway, okay, that's it, guys. What do you want from us? We tried. It's romantic. And
I love this song.
let me kiss me.
All right, do you want to take us out, Martin?
Yeah, how do we end this?
Stay.
Oh, goodbye, everyone. Have a good day. Oh, thanks for listening. If you have an idea, email us at istheromanticpod@gmail.com, or you can find us online and message us or something like that. And that's it. Hey, love birds. It's so out there because you never know.
We'll see you next week, everyone.
Okay, bye.
Bye.